I am Bandiswa MEC. I am employed by the City of Joburg at the Sport and Recreation Department. I'm a recreation officer. I've been working at Diplofo for at least 12 years now. The recreation facility is rated as one of the biggest facilities in the area, in fact in the whole region of Region D in Soweto. The children that comes there at the center are children that most of the time are alone at home. It's the place that they feel safe at, because mostly parents are working or the guardians are working, so they come home late after 6. So after school, if they're using transport, they drop them off there. Others, they come on foot. So they take it as the home. The kind of children that are using the facilities are the children that cannot access those at home. And in terms of the wellness, you can see that they are struggling a bit. Some of them, they have an opportunity of a meal at crèche because they are under this school nutrition program. Last year I was approached by RADA. They were looking for the facility to have a festive event. But because I saw the need and I took the opportunity, I asked the representatives of RADA if we could join them. RADA assisted the children in a great deal. They had hope that somebody out there cares much about them. They felt a sense of belonging. What is important is the awareness more than the part itself. The event exposed them to different things. They were aware through the talks. They were aware of the things that are harmful to them. RADA is coming back and we are looking forward to them. I hope children, now that they know that they are coming back to Diplofo, I hope they are concentrating on their exams because they cannot wait. The collaboration is very important because we cannot do it on our own. The state of the finances in the country is going down, so we cannot meet the requirements of the children. Since my involvement with RADA, I've regained my love for my job. I see hope. I was thinking of leaving and going back to where I was before. But now, because RADA gave me the opportunity that we can work together, we can improve the lives of people, of children who are going to be the main citizens of the country. We thank you so much, and we hope that the relationship between Diplofo, which is the city of Johannesburg, and RADA grows from strength to strength. We thank you.
We need private sector as government to assist in making sure that dealing with crime is collective responsibility. Bringing safety in our communities is a collective responsibility. It is important that we come together and use all the resources available, because government resources are not enough, because we've got a limited budget in fighting crime. The first time I heard about RADA was their involvement in Diplofo. And I think one got motivated. It was actually well received, and whatever intervention that was actually introduced or that RADA came up with, some of the things that are being properly looked after as we speak, because people feel that they own those things. They respect the intervention done by RADA. And I think the intervention that we saw, RADA, through my invitation, of course, in Sebokeng as well as Orange Farm. Although the Sebokeng one was very sad, but it led us to a happy outcome. When RADA intervened to create an environment in a house that is more welcoming, more calming, I think we were all happy when we saw the lady excited about the new environment that she was now going to return to. And of course, she appreciated not only the psychological intervention that we had, but the intervention through RADA of making sure that her house looked better. And I think even the community now understands that partnership is very important, because RADA also involved the members of the community around the area to fix that woman's house. So there is this closeness between us and the people now, because it is not only business or government, but also the community participated. So the approach that RADA came up with, I think I like it, because it involved everyone. We didn't exclude anyone who wanted to help. I want to thank RADA for being available in assisting government in dealing with some of the issues. Some of the problems comes during the time when we can't use our own budget, and they're an emergency. I mentioned the lady that got raped together with her daughter in front of her grandchildren. That was an emergency. We needed to intervene immediately. The attitude that I saw, the caring that I saw in the eyes of the RADA staff members, it's more than enough to make anyone who's been hurt to get healed. And the involvement of big business or business really helped me in particular, to then show that lady that it is not only me as government that cares, but there are other people who also care about what happened to her, and they're willing to help. And the excitement that you brought to those people, to that family, particularly the children, was actually great. And I think you can't value it. It's priceless, because you might have invested money in that, but Ubuntu that was invested there, to me, was actually more greater than the money that was invested in that. So big business involvement, I think, can really change our people's lives for better. I want to indicate that our province, currently we've got serious social problems. And those social problems lead to contact crimes or social crimes. And I think it is important that if we address some of the little social problems at the beginning, it might help to deal with bigger problems later. And I think that is where business and RADA programs can actually assist, whether it's assisting young people or intervening in a family that is child-headed, or in a family that is actually gogo-headed, that change, that contribution can actually assist in making sure that the young man or young woman in that family don't become a criminal later and become a problem for our society. So I think it is important that prevention is better than cure. We intervene at the early stages to prevent someone to become a criminal later in life. I think I want to take this opportunity to thank RADA in particular for the intervention that they've made. And I'm sure, having intervened in those 3 areas that I've mentioned, which is Deep Kloof, Orange Farm, and Sebokeng, a number of business people were motivated by your intervention, particularly small business people who felt challenged that why not us? We also want to come in and assist. And having done what you did, you also taught us a lesson as people, that we still have very good people there, people who still practice the real Ubuntu. Not Ubuntu as in theory, the misinterpretation of Ubuntu. Ubuntu is about sharing the little that you have, and sometimes the little that you share with people is not material, but it is actually saying to those people, I care. And RADA did that. They've actually contributed that little that they can, but I think the attitude, the communication with the beneficiaries, actually, I think for me, that was a bigger contribution and a bigger benefit. And I want to take this opportunity to really thank RADA for that.